They call it the Broadhaven Triangle, an area here in Pembrokeshire where sensible, down-to-earth people are constantly seeing strange objects in the sky, mysterious lights, even the occasional silvery figure. It's an area where animals become strangely terrified, where an entire classroom of schoolchildren saw from their playground a UFO, and indeed where sightings are so common these days that one local hotel now confidently advertises UFO weekends. Randall Pugh is a retired vet who acts as regional investigator for the British UFO Research Association. When you're getting in reports of other sightings, how can you tell the difference between a genuine one and one that could be just one of those other things that you've mentioned?
A lot has to be taken of who your witness is, the age of the witness, perhaps the social status of the witness, certainly the educational background, the intelligence, the integrity, and the credulity of the witness.
Well, there are plenty of things that are visible in the sky that can't immediately be explained away. My whole point is that there's not the slightest evidence that any of these things come from outer space. And after all, why do you search for a crazy explanation when there are plenty of reasonable ones to hand?
What are some of the reasonable ones?
Well, we have many of these reports, for example, from aircraft pilots. And I've no doubt that some of these are due to classified aircraft. I'm not qualified to say any more than that, obviously, but I'm sure this is so. Then we have bits of satellite debris re-entering, and no one knows quite when these are coming, or how they are coming, or where they are coming. And if they're irregular in shape, and they come back into the atmosphere, then clearly they spiral about a bit. Then we have things such as ice crystals in the sky, and I've seen plenty of those myself, because I was a wartime flyer. Birds, bats, balloons, searchlight beams, all kinds of things.
Having done the work I have done, I can give you every assurance on one point, that if the public knew precisely what the presence of UFOs mean, they would literally run for their lives.
One gathers from that you feel there is some sort of takeover of the world which is threatened.
We are being programmed. We are being manipulated. There is an intelligence far beyond anything we can appreciate or realize. We are just puppets, John, in every sense of the word.
And where is this intelligence based?
It is based everywhere and anywhere. It emanates from, I think, perhaps the cosmos, perhaps from this dimension we've been talking about, but it has always been with us and always will be with us. And we are absolutely helpless. Anything which deviates from their own narrow, bigoted little channels of terrestrial knowledge, if they can't run a slide rule over it, and they can't measure it and everything else, then it doesn't exist. It can't be, so it mustn't exist.
Do you think that in the years to come you may change your opinion on this, Patrick?
I don't think I will. Mind you, I'm always open to conviction, and if we do get any proof whatever that UFOs or flying saucers or whatever you call them do come from beyond the Earth, I shall be the first to cheer.